Hello friends, welcome to Kion Lab. Today we are going to discuss closure of a set of functional dependency which has been useful in normalization to find out in which normal form the relation is, and once it has been found, then we can resolve that normal form to remove the redundancy present in the relation. So first of all, we'll see the concept of functional dependency. So if we have the schema which contains department name and budget, this is my relation, or we can call it as a schema. It contains department name and budget. Now each specific value for department name corresponds to at most one budget. So here department name can serve as a primary key. So for each department there could be at most one budget value possible. That's what this department name is, the unique one that can be act as a primary key. So depending on that, the rule of functional dependencies can be set, such as budget is dependent on department name. So it could be represented something like this: department name derives budget, and this has been called as the functional dependencies. It means budget is functionally dependent on department name. So that is been called as the functional dependencies. So there can be more than one dependencies in the relational R. So if you have a relation R given to us with some attributes, attribute A, B, C, D, etc., then it can have multiple functional dependencies. A derives B, B derives C, something like that. And closure of a functional dependencies means it could be represented like this: F plus derives or gives me all those functional dependencies which are present in the given relation R. Here I will write here functional dependency, that is FD, and here closure gives me those present in the original relation R, as well logically implies dependencies which are not there in the given original relation over here, that could be again added over this closure. Means the original functional dependency which are associated with the relation R, and those are logically implies. So here contains logically implies dependencies also. For example, suppose it holds A derives B and B derives C. So logically only this contains only two dependencies, but logically implies dependency comes at, since A derives B and B derives C, it can have A derives C. So this is called as the logically implies dependency. So all these rules we are going to see in the coming slides. So here we can have the proper definition of closure of a set of functional dependency, that is, given a set F of a functional dependency, there are certain other functional dependencies that are logically implied by F. So F stands for functional dependencies and F closure stands for closure set of the functional dependencies. For example, A derives B and B derives C, then we can infer A derives C. Just now we have discussed the set of all functional dependencies logically implied by F is the closure of F. Means all are present in the relation, as well the logically implied dependency which is not the part of the relation of the functional dependencies. Now we can find all F plus, that is closure set of the functional dependency, by using Armstrong's axioms. So these are the axioms we can see here: reflexivity, augmentation and transitivity. So reflexivity, if alpha is a subset of beta, then alpha derives beta. That means B is functionally dependent on alpha. Alpha derives beta, that is augmentation. Gamma alpha derives gamma beta, that is augmenting. And transitivity, alpha derives beta and beta derives beta. So alpha derives beta, beta derives gamma, then alpha derives gamma. So these three axioms are more important: reflexivity, augmentation and transitivity, to get the closure of a set of functional dependency. So example, here we can see the relation are given to us A, B, C, G, H and I, and the functional dependency is given to us A to B, B to C, CG derives H, CG derives I and B derives H. Now from this, how do we get the closure set of functional dependency? Now here, up till now you may have come across A derives B and B derives H. So it comes under which axiom? That is transitivity. So it will include A derives H in the F closure. So finally here in the F closure, that is the closure set, along with all these dependencies, I can add one more logically implies dependency, that is A to H. Now next, AG to I. So how can we get this AG to I? By augmenting A to C. We have the dependency here A to C by augmenting, that is we want AG. So G, we are augmenting A to C with G, that is we will get AG to CG. And by transitivity, here I have CG to I. So AG to CG and CG derives I. So by transitivity I can get this dependency, which is the part of the closure set of functional dependency, that is logically implies AG to I. Next we can have CG to HI. So under which category this will come as? It is again a augmenting. So CG to I, here I have CG to I and CG to H. So combining this or union, that means augmenting CG to I, that is CG to augmenting CG to I in first CG to CGI and then augmenting CG to H, that gives me CGI to HI, and in turn I am getting CG to HI. So this gives me, and transitivity I will get all this dependency. Now basically why we have to learn this closure set of the functional dependencies in normalization? Now once we had given these dependencies and we are able to find out this logically implies dependencies, then each dependency we should able to find out what type of dependencies does it hold. So whether it is a partial dependency, fully functional dependency or transitive dependency. So depending on that we can conclude in which normal form this relation is, and once we are supposed to find out in which normal form, then we can remove that normal form and we can make it to the smaller normal form, so that we are able to remove the redundancies. Now procedure for computing F closure. So here the function is given to us F plus is equal to F, means F closure contains all the original relation present into the F. Apart from that, repeat for each functional dependencies F in F closure, apply reflexivity and augmentation rule on F that we have just now observed. Add the resulting functional dependencies to F closure. So along with the F, that means whatever there in the original functional dependencies of the given relation are, everything is there. Along with that, applying reflexivity and augmentation, whatever the new logically implies dependencies arises, that we are going to add in F closure. For each pair of functional dependencies F1 and F2 in F plus, that is newly arised dependencies, if F1 and F2 can be combined using transitivity, then add the resulting functional dependencies to F closure, and this could be done till F closure does not change any further. So by applying this function function or this rule, we can able to find out the closure of a functional dependencies. Now few more rules are there. So by using the Armstrong axioms, so one of them is the union, that is alpha derives beta and alpha derives gamma gives me alpha derives beta gamma. Decomposition, alpha derives beta gamma, it holds alpha derives beta and alpha derives gamma. Decomposition, if alpha derives beta and alpha derives beta derives delta alpha derives beta holds and gamma beta derives delta, then we can have alpha gamma derives delta, that is pseudo transitivity. So again, these three rules of Armstrong axiom is also important when we are trying to calculate, when we are trying to find out the closure set of the function. Here we can see the example. We have the relation R with the attributes S hash, CT, status, quantity and P hash, with the functional dependencies, that is F is equal to S hash derives CT status, then CT derives status and S hash P hash derives quantity. Now these are the given functional dependencies in the given relation. Now how can we get F plus logically implied dependencies along with this original one? Now here, by using the decomposition, just now we have discussed the Armstrong's axiom decompose. So S hash derives CT status, I can get it S hash derives CT and S hash derives status. Now here in the original functional dependencies, I have CT derives status. Now from this two functional dependencies, that is F1 and F2, we can use transitivity and we will get S hash derives CT, CT derives status. So I will get here S hash derives status. Now next, this has been called as a logically implies dependencies. Anything else can we get it from here? That's it. So one more dependency we can add along with this original dependencies of F into the closure set of the functional dependencies F plus, that is S hash derives status. So by using this transitivity dependencies, transitivity. So this helps us to find out what type of dependencies it is. So get to know more, keep watching my video and please do like, share and subscribe the videos if you like it. Thank you.